I am pleased to report that so far, so good. So I'm pushing live notifications now if you just give me a bit. I had to do like 3 tests just to be sure, cause like, okay, are we good? Are we good? I've got my stats up, there's no drop frames, I am thrilled. And that's my alarm. Okay. Hi, Grayson. Look! We're no longer dropping frames! It's all working great. So we had a network engineer in this morning. I did talk about this a little bit. But we had a network engineer in this morning, to take a look at our line. There was like a couple of things. So basically, this is something I've mentioned before. Since we moved in, this has been going on for like 6 years now. We've gone through 4 routers and continuous issues with our internet. We only recently got fiber in our area, and I'm not on fiber yet because the engineer was saying that he didn't see the fiber box on our side of the street, so we'd have to ask our ISP specifically if we'd be able to get it. we'd have to inquire with them. But he tested the entire line, like from our flat, followed it through our flat, went all the way down to the connection point in the street, down the street. Tested the whole thing, right? That was all good. There was no issues with the connection itself. He did find, because the last time we had issues when we got our 4th router, they also replaced the port, the plug port. He found something with that hadn't been installed correctly, where it seemed to be like, it was, the flow of the connection was going backwards. He also disconnected our phone line because we don't have a landline anywhere, because that might have been interfering. And this is the best I've seen our network connection. So I did a test before. This was the before. I'm gonna do an internet test now. But this was before I started streaming, like right before. Which is the best I've seen it in a hot minute. If you remember what I showed last stream, where the upload speed was at 0.1 Mbps, this is a significant improvement. So this is what it's like when I'm not stressing out the entire network by streaming. Let me copy and paste the while streaming network. This is what it is right now, which is way better than it was. So, I do have my stats up on the side, which shows me if there are any network issues, but this is the smoothest I've seen it in like a year. So I'm very happy right now. I'm really hoping this remains stable. Certainly until we can actually get onto fiber. But this is good. This works. This is functional. We like to see it. I am also waiting on a package at the moment. Which is supposed to be one step away. So it should be here in a bit. I think my flatmate just got back from university. I don't know. But so hopefully I can actually stream again, because one of the biggest things preventing me from wanting to stream as of recent was the internet not keeping up. So huzzah! I do have some work to do, which we can continue on to doing. There's a couple of rush animated emote missions, although they're more so redeems, but it doesn't really matter. For Husky, I still have a bit of work to do on his model, but that's fine. So I'm going to be working on these for a little bit. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm very happy right now. I think Cello is realizing I'm very happy right now as well. But yeah, hopefully I can stream a bit more now without worrying about my entire network collapsing the stream immediately. It did have like a weird, like literally 2 seconds issue just before I started stream, where the download speed just kind of crashed, but that's fine. It's the upload speed I was caring about. I don't care quite so much. I actually need a bigger brush than I usually would use for animation, because this needs to be seen from far away. It's been a while since I did an animated emote. Yeah, I've been wanting to resume streaming for a hot minute now, but things kept happening, and it wasn't great when the network also was like kicking my teeth in about it. So, if we are good, like, from now on, I'm happy. So fingers crossed. Should probably get the references back up because I did have to restart my PC, which was very fun. I had to restart my PC because for some reason, spell capture just wasn't fucking working. I don't know why. It was really weird. And the dog's going. Okay. That's fine. I wonder if I can turn on the overview on Twitch itself. That would be really cool. Great. Okay, I just have it preset to 160. That's fine, I just need to see that it's actually keeping up. But yeah, there has not been a single drop frame yet. So, we might be good. Like, completely. The dog is not very happy right now. There's a goofball on your screen. Oh no, get it off! What have I been working on? Recently? Like, just in general? This stuff is actually for Husky there. But I've been working on mostly convention things as of recent. I've got a little break for a little while. Finally. So I can focus onto other things. I have some personal projects actually related to streaming that I want to get a start on. Reasonably soon? They're related to streaming and commissions. The stream's really smooth. Yeah, my network got fucking fixed. So, yeah, we haven't dropped a frame yet. We're 18 minutes in. No issues. The stream is testing consistently with around, I think it's 15 Mbps-ish while the stream is going, which is really good compared to what it was. Because the other day when I tried it was hitting 0.1 on the upload speed. So, I'll take a good 15. I'm happy with that. And hopefully that's it fixed. At least for now. Because we have a tendency to, like, our network will be fixed for a little while, and then it'll start dropping again. Hopefully this is it. Super curious about the stream stuff I have planned in the future. I did actually, I showed a little teaser on Blue Sky a little while ago, that I made while I was over in Canada. Where did I put it? So many bird noises, I know, he's very happy. I'm planning on doing a whole revamp. Because just in general, I need to update my commission examples, especially for VTuber related stuff, because I was kind of out of it for a couple of years, and now all of my examples are really outdated. So, for my regular model commissions, I need new examples. I especially need them because I want to raise the prices, because they are really low compared to how the typical rate is. I'm gonna try to find where I put this. Where did I put it? Oh, there. There. Am I redoing my model? Yeah, I'm doing a whole redesign. Here we go. So, I'll tease it here. This is gonna be my new design, which I'm very happy with. It still looks like me, just different. It's probably the furthest departure from the typical Navi design that I've done. Oh, I got lore. But I'm going to be doing some animation stuff. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of redeems for myself. I'm pretty much gonna be redoing like all of my stream layouts, I think. Cause I got ideas. And so this is stuff I'll be working on in the background. I'll probably do some work streams for it. That's enough. That's enough. That's all you get. No, for now. But yeah, so because I need more commission examples, I was like, hey, I haven't made myself a new VTuber model in a shockingly long time, actually. Because it used to be I would just show up with a whole new model and design, like, periodically. Maybe every 4 months. It was really ridiculous. But I haven't done it in a while, and I want to get back into it. And because, my focus for a lot of this year was stabilizing, convention income. And now I need to figure out what I'm doing in the off periods, because there's really not a lot of conventions between pretty much November, December, January, February. There's very little. There's like a few, but we don't have a whole lot in those periods. Which is probably for the best, because snow is a nightmare to get suitcases through. But it does mean I need to kind of get more consistent, like, get my work more consistently out there, for commissions. So, while I was in Canada, I was thinking through what I need to do for them. I was like, I need more examples. I need to update my portfolio. I need to make things. And I need to get my brain away from conventions for a bit. So, yeah. I'll still be putting most of my work focus on conventions, but because it's coming up to the period where there's not so many, I believe I have 3 more this year, as far as I'm aware. I don't think there's gonna be any more after that. There might be a pop-up market, I don't know. I'm still waiting on hearing more about that and how it works. But yeah, I need stuff to do over the winter periods. More so for January, really. Because I have 2 events scheduled for October and then 1 early November, and that's it. That'll be it. I won't have any more after that. So, yeah. Am I gonna get spooked? Maybe, actually. Because the second event I have in October it's supposed to be a Halloween event. I'll just be in the comic and toy fair area of it. I'm still yet to get invoice for it, so it's not technically confirmed, but I did get directly asked if I wanted a table. I was like, okay. So yeah. But it is a bit before Halloween. It's on the 25th of October. In Paisley. Which I've been to Paisley before. It'll be my first time just traveling from Edinburgh in the morning. I'm realizing because I moved my I moved my webcam down, so that my head wouldn't, so my eyes wouldn't close when I looked down at my drawing tablet. But now, whenever I move a drink in front of my face, It bugs the whole thing out. I just want to drink my tea. Can you finish that? But yeah, so a lot of my life right now is really just trying to force things to work out for me. Which is working at the moment. I've been told that I've apparently inherited my family's stubbornness. But, yeah, I'm really just trying to get, like, income a bit more stable. Which is also why I want to add streaming into the mix again. For work streams, really. Because I work a lot. I keep getting told off, actually, by my friend that, because I keep overworking myself. So you feel like, holy shit, stop, please. Head pass. Let me find where they are in here, actually. It's been a whole minute. Oh, they're actually, like, quick list top. Never mind, it's fine. Is art your main source of income? It's my only source of income! Aside from Universal Credit. So I've been on Universal Credit, which is the UK, job seekers benefits system. But basically what happened was, I spent a whole year trying to find work the traditional way. The job market in my city is shit. There's fucking nothing going. So I was kind of just like, okay, fuck it, we ball, I guess. So yeah. Because I live in a very student-oriented city, which means that all the jobs are, it's impossible because there's so many people gunning for the same basic entry-level jobs. It's actually impossible to get one, to be honest. I managed to get like a festive job over winter last year. I hated it. I don't want to do that again. So I kind of just put my whole ass into it this year. I was like, okay, no, I'm doing this. I was all in self-employment for a bit with Universal Credit, and then I got kicked off of it because I had to switch gears halfway through, because I started it with animation work, but then I wasn't getting more animation work. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start conventions, but I had to spend money to get into conventions, and a lot of it. And as it turns out, the Universal Credit self-employment system doesn't like when you don't see returns fucking immediately. The Universal Credit self-employment system is entirely built on the assumption that if you're self-employed, you're doing something like plumbing, where you're being paid for every hour that you work directly. That doesn't work with art self-employment. So they did not like that. And they booted it off, actually, this time last year. And then I'm actually very proud of myself because I did a lot of conventions as of recent, and apparently I made too much money. So now I no longer have an appointment. There's like, you actually don't need this right now. We'll see you in like 4 months. Which felt like a big fuck you from me to them, just from it being pretty much exactly a year later. It's like, wow, it's almost like it takes like a year for a new business to become profitable. think you'll concentrate on art/work streams? Or get out the way! Ad break! Fuck off! Or do you think you might do some more variety stream content? My main focus is probably going to be on art and work streams, but I'll probably also go back to variety stream content, because I would like to do it again. Because that's what I started doing. Mainly because when I started streaming, my laptop couldn't handle Coach Studio Paint and a stream at the same time. But it'll probably be both. For now, I'm going to be focusing on art streams. I would like to do some Final Fantasy XIV streams again, but there's not much content at the moment. So, probably not at the moment, unless I've got friends to hang out with. Or I have something to grind for, I guess. I probably have a bunch of games I can stream as well. I need to see if I can get my capture card working again, because I used to stream using capture card a lot. Because my laptop couldn't handle OBS and other things going at the same time. I have a PC now, which is perfectly fine with multiple things going on at once. Well, my package is gonna arrive in a little bit. I'm keeping an ear out for that. Yeah. I know where it is. The problem was that, because I decided, because I wasn't playing on my PS4 a whole lot, I decided to connect the monitor I used to use for it to my HDMI switch. And well, it was always connected to an HDMI switch. There used to be a 2-point HDMI switch between my PS4 and my Nintendo Switch dock. And then I got a new Switch so that I could connect it to the PS4, the Switch dock, and my PC, so I could use it as a PC monitor. And then once I did that, for some reason, the thing just kind of stopped wanting to do things. I don't know why. It kind of ticked off the capture card. Did not like it. So I need to try and work that out, I guess. Really didn't like it at all. So, yeah. So nothing on the Switch or PS4 for now. So I can work that out. But I probably will be playing stuff later in the year. I say later in the year as if we are not already in the last quarter, but you know what I mean. Probably around November, December, if I'm able to keep up streams that long, because my track record is not the best. But hopefully I could do some gaming streams as well. But for now, it's going to be mostly art and work streams. I'll probably do some, I don't know. I'll probably do a bunch of things. I just want to try and get more into it. I don't know if I'll be able to keep to any schedule. Because the issue I've had with schedules is that my life is really unpredictable. Especially as of recent. So, yeah. A bit difficult to maintain a schedule. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I can commit to one eventually. I do have a few non-commission related work streams I want to do because most of my I guess, customers, from conventions. They follow me on my Instagram, so when I'm asking questions about, like, what I should make, what people want, I'll pull it on there, usually, on my Instagram stories. And so I did a poll recently about it, to basically decide if I should make Amazing Digital Circus keychains or FNAF keychains first. Because I'll probably do both eventually. Where are they? What the heck? Okay, I don't know. They're trying to get in the wrong door. I think. Anyway. But what was I saying? I got distracted. Yeah, so the poll was, it was pretty 50-50 for a while there. But the Amazing Digital Circus did win out in the end. So I have new keychain plans for the new year. I already have some sticker designs for the Amazing Digital Circus, which normally I'd just reuse those, but I do want to make newer art. And I did just make, like, button badges of them, but I got more in me to draw most of them. I've got, like, my the Amazon map up on the side. I think they're confused. Because they're hovering around where the wrong plots are. That is not correct. Not sure what's going on there. I haven't moved in a while. They might just be taking a break, though, to be fair. Oh, what's that? Get out. I'm just gonna copy and paste that. It's symmetrical anyway, so, or relatively, so. Albeit, copy pasting for animation is actually kind of annoying in Clip Studio Paint. Because I have to remove it from the animation folder. Because it just copies into another layer, like onto a different frame. It's like, that's not helpful. No. Right, there we go. You can't fully see it, because my fat fucking head is blocking it, but I had to remove it from the animation folder and copy it down after moving it, obviously. And then put it back in, because otherwise it doesn't really know what to do. Okay, I think they're about to buzz the door. The tracker has budged around to the correct door. Or near it, anyway. Actually, they probably would buzz, because when I went to take the dog out earlier, the gate was held open by a rock, so I'll probably just hear a knock on the door, actually. It's constantly blown away from my skill. The starting soon animation still makes me butterflies my cancer. I'm glad. I'm very, very glad to hear that. I never really know what to say when people compliment me. But I'm very glad that you're happy with my work. You'd think I'd get used to it, because I do get people coming up to me at conventions now, being like, I follow you on Instagram, I really like your art. And like, or coming to my TikTok or Instagram after a con and being like, I got X and Y prints and I really like them. I'm like, oh, thank you. I think I don't know. It does make me very happy, but it also kind of stalls my brain. I'm like, I end up just having to have like a pocket full of default responses. I'm a little worried that I might go into the wrong flat. I'm a bit worried. I've done that before. Fear. Okay, hold on. No, it's at the right door. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna go get my package. Okay, package got. I did realize this morning. So it was supposed to be clothes for the plushie I made. And then I realized this morning that I'd actually ordered the entirely incorrect size. So I reordered it in what's probably closer to the correct size. It's a bit awkwardly sized, to be honest. So I don't know how well the other one I've ordered will be. But the smaller size, I probably will be making a doll in that size anyway, so I'm like, it's fine. That's fine. Because I do have a smaller pattern saved to make next. So it's like, okay, that's fine. So, woohoo. I need to make sure this is like adequately thick lines. We're still going totally fine. Okay, good. I'm like periodically checking. how the network is doing. But yeah, no issues. Woohoo! I'd like to see that. So hopefully this will be maybe sorted. The main thing that the engineer this morning did that no other engineer has done is he removed the phone line. Or, well, he disconnected it. Anyway. Which could have been interfering. So, we'll see. Hopefully it's fine. And hopefully we don't have to fucking deal with this shit again. With any luck. Maybe? I might be hoping for too much there. No. Yeah, there we go. I should probably actually get the timeline up again. That would probably help. So I'll have to move on to another frame soon. Yeah, I don't have any streams. Not streams. I don't have any conventions this weekend. So I'll possibly be streaming most days, maybe? I don't know. I'm very happy to have a working internet connection again. So I might try and commit. They might not all be work streams. I don't know. Because sometimes I do prefer to just work in peace. Like, on my own. Blasting Vocaloid music. At 2 AM. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up deciding to do. I need to ask my friend, because my friend and I have been hate watching the Winx reboot. And we were supposed to, well, we were originally supposed to do it yesterday, but then their work schedule got switched, so it's now supposed to be today. So I do need to ask them what time they want to do that. But I should be good for a few more hours. Or for an hour or two to stream. At least. The Winx reboot is really fucking bad, by the way. It's god-awful. We had to stop watching it because we were getting too mad. The dog is barking. We'll see what I decide to do, because I do also need to restock, because I do have a convention the week after this weekend, on the 5th, which is the day after my birthday, so that's gonna be super fun. I purposely avoided scheduling any conventions on my birthday itself, but I was like, 5th of October? That's free game. That's all fair game. So, that's gonna be fun. Wait a second, this sounds familiar. Do we know that our birthdays were a day apart? I did, and I told you. I did mention it when you mentioned your birthday being on the 3rd. Birthday, so I was like, oh, hey! Yeah, we did talk about it a little bit, very briefly. It was mostly just an aside. It was like, oh, hey, cookie. I might do the monocle on a separate layer, maybe. I don't know. Hold on. No, shut up. That's not what I'm trying to do. Fuck it, circle 2. Fuck it, we ball. I love shortcuts. Tangents bothering me. I don't like it, Robert. Robert, this rock is pissing me off. It's pissing me off, Robert. Okay, right. That's frame 1 done. Got pain in my jaw. What the heck? Owie. I sometimes get this pain in the side of my jaw for like no reason. I do not know what it is. It might be TMJ or something. I don't know. Like mildly. It's not like terribly bad pain, it's just annoying. It's like, ah, what is that? Mysterious jaw pain. Yeah. Well, I've mentioned it a few times. I've talked about it a little on stream as well. I have a connective tissue disorder, so it's not unlikely it's something to do with that. When I say sleeper, sometimes. I don't think it's that, though. It'll just kind of, like, pop in for a bit, and it's, like, specifically in, like, the joint. Just stick my finger in my mouth. Like it always happens in the joint near my wisdom teeth. So, very possible it's just a connective tissue issue. Because I know it's kind of common to get like TMJ with that. Yeah. Woohoo! Connective tissue disorder. I don't know. It's not actually like severe pain. It's just like a. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like just. It's like a nerve is firing a little bit. Where it shouldn't. It's like, what are you doing? But yeah, it's very specifically at the joint of the jaw, so probably just that. Some ligament being like, you're up at your mouth a lot, stop! I have been having weird stuff with my eyelids as well, actually. Not pain, but if I squeeze my eyes too hard, like when I'm laughing or something, my eyelid will try to flip. It's really weird. I have to like blink it back into place. So it's like, stop that, stop it. Like it'll just kinda, it'll try to turn itself inside out because I've got, my skin there is too lax, I think. So it'll just kind of be like, oh. Connective tissue disorders are weird. I keep saying connective tissue disorder. It's, well, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I haven't been officially diagnosed with it because someone would have to actually bother to refer me to a rheumatologist. Or a geneticist, I guess, but I'm pretty certain that it's hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Got tissues hanging off me. Yeah. I did have a laugh when I was in Canada because, the fact that I have a connective tissue disorder got mentioned to my Nona. By which I mean, I mentioned it offhand a couple of times. Because it's like, yeah, my knees don't work properly. She's like, oh, have you tried taking vitamins? It's like, it wouldn't do anything. No, you don't understand. It wouldn't do anything. Because the specific issue is that your DNA has instructions for how to make different cells in your body, right? Mine wrote the instructions for how to make collagen down wrong. There's no amount of collagen supplements I can take that will fix the fact that my body makes collagen incorrectly. Which I find very funny. I like to describe it as, my DNA got the instructions for how to make collagen through a game of telephone and wrote it down wrong. Always phone and family weigh in on stuff like that. We did find out, it seems to be my mom's side of the family, which is what I expected it to be. Because my brother also has this. He has it in different joints. Well, technically he has it in the same joints, but like the severe ones are different. Because his most lax joints are his elbows. Mine are my knees. I do have slightly hypermobile elbows, but they're not bad, and I've got quite strong arm muscles. So I don't typically have issues unless I've taken an extended break. Or hella overworked them. Because basically the pain comes in when the my ligaments can't hold my joints together, so the muscles have to do it. So if the muscles get tired, that's when I start getting pain. As explained to me by my physiotherapist. I don't personally, currently, typically have issues with dislocations like some people do. I've had a few moments where, like, something has very clearly tried to dislocate, but it's not quite managed. Like, my hip likes to try and dislocate sometimes. And that's very obvious when it happens. But it hasn't ever fully done it. Because I can feel when it's trying to do it, and I stop doing whatever I'm doing. But yeah, apparently, after I had left Canada, because I left a couple days early, my mom was talking to one of my cousins, because they were at my Zia and Zio's house for dinner. They were talking about how my brother has hypermobile elbows, and I have hypermobile knees, apparently. And one of my cousins goes and whips out the fact that her elbows are also hypermobile and just twists them around. So clearly very much genetic. For better or for worse. I was just the first one to have actual symptomatic issues, apparently. I got very lucky. Clearly. Yeah, it's such a weird disorder to have, though. Because, like, I feel like most people probably do, like, it's treated like it's a lot rarer than it actually is, but it's just really under-researched. So I know, even outside of my family, I know multiple people who have EDS, usually hypermobile EDS. Like, I've come across it on multiple occasions. It's not that rare. But doctors just do not know shit about it. It's so whack. So occasionally I'll just find something out and be like, oh, great. Such as the last time I went to a doctor about it. And he was like, have you ever had an EKG? No. Okay. So, I now get why every time hypermobility comes up, they want to listen to my heart. I'm like, oh, good. No, that's great. That's really awesome. Cool. Great. I need them to do a tilt table test on me at some point, actually. I need them to do a lot of tests on me. So I have talked about it on stream before as well, but medications just, like, don't work on me properly. Especially pain meds, which is apparently very common with hypermobility for some reason. But I've run into the issue where I've had an injury that they have given me pain meds before. Like, they've given me prescription opioids for. Didn't work. How does the heart connect to the tissue issue? Is it just something they want to keep an eye on? Because your heart, is a muscle. And it's... a lot of the mechanism relies on connective tissue. So if you have a connective tissue disorder, they get a little worried. My heart appears to be fine. I say I need them to do a tilt table test because I might have POTS, which is also very commonly comorbid with hypermobile EDS, which is something because I have had fainting episodes when I stand up since I was like 7. I don't typically fully faint anymore, but like I have dramatically fainted a few times in places you don't really want to faint. And I've never bothered going to a doctor about it. I'm like, I should probably do that. Because that is technically a heart issue, actually. Which is why I find it very funny when I go to a doctor and they listen to my heart, but they only listen to my heart when I'm sitting down, like, should we maybe try when I stand up? Because I've never had that tested. But like, I've definitely got some sort of orthostatic issue. Yeah, the older I get, the more I find out is probably just something to do with this connective tissue disorder. More of the bizarre things about my body. Sorry, I just check Discord. Ooh. Yeah, learning more about your body is very fun. Navigating the medical system is less so. I'm just praying that I'm still able to walk around by the time I'm 30, because apparently that's when people have knee issues with HEDS, that's pretty common to not have. So fingers crossed. Mind you, I haven't had to use my walking stick a whole lot this year. I think just because I've been on my feet so much that it's kind of chilling, you know? Albeit, don't know how good a thing that is. It's probably gonna come back to bite me later, to be honest. More than likely. A lot of things end up biting me in the ass later. Let's change this music. There we go. I should get this up a bit. Too close. That's the wrong reference. Well, I had both of the references I needed, but I had the wrong one in front. I was like, I'm not even working on the one that needs that one right now. What? I did not mean to turn that upside down. Just flip it. Just follow this one for now and then move it up after. Oh yeah, there is Legends CA coming out in the middle of next month. So I'm looking forward to that. It looks quite good to me, at least. I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. Because Kalos was always... Pokemon X and Y were always the ones that I was the most disappointed with because they had so much potential that I felt like they wasted. Mind you, I was like 12 when the games came out. But like even then I was like, like I'm enjoying it, but the story of this is not hitting it for me, especially compared to Unova. So I'm very glad actually for them to revisit it. I'm really hoping they'll use some of that potential that the original X and Y had. Especially because I really do prefer the Legends series over remakes. Especially after BDSP. Those are not great. I specifically, for Legends CA, I ended up getting the... I ended up ordering the Pokemon Center pre-order, which I don't normally do. But because it's supposed to have a randomized Sitting Cuties plush of one of the starters, I was like, I can't decide which one I want, so I'm going to... whichever one I get. Whichever starter Pokemon I get the plush of, that's gonna be the one. Realizing I bungled this one. I wasn't really thinking about it. I wanted to go straight up here. I don't know why I did that. I don't think I've caught something from the con I was at on this Saturday just past, because I've had a swollen lymph node in my throat that's like pressing on my throat and causing a bit of pain since yesterday. I don't have any other symptoms, so I think it's just my body is like fighting off with that lymph node. But it's pissing me off. This lymph node is pissing me off. It does hurt. I feel like I need to work on increasing my stream stamina again. I used to be able to do 4 or even 5 hours no problem, but I feel quite tired today. So I might gradually work my way up. I'm gonna aim for 2 hours. If I can manage 3, that's great. But I'm getting a bit eepy. This is why I can't work a normal job. The EP takes over. I'm still kind of recovering a bit from Saturday, because I got home, I was like, yeah, I think my body's kind of giving out. The 5th event in a row, I was just like, no. Oh, sorry. I did get... I got myself a massage pillow. It's like the best thing. I've actually... Weirdly enough, I've been using on my feet the most, because my feet have been the most sore. I don't know if you can hear it. Does it pick up on the mic? If I turn it on in the desk. Let me check. Not really? Doesn't look like it's picking up. I might be able to just turn this off. No, actually though, I think it's probably one of the best things I've decided to do for myself. It's just buy a bunch of like self-massage stuff. Especially because this massage pillow gets heated as well. Which heat is like the only thing that gives me pain relief. So I've been like thrilled with this thing. It's been great. It wasn't even all that expensive either. It was like a... How much did I even spend on that? I think it was only like 25 quid or something. It was like, hell yes. Give me that. I did also get a massage gun, but it's kind of difficult because a lot of the spots that often cause me issues are the spots that you actually really shouldn't use a massage gun on. Because a massage gun, it's quite forceful, so you can actually hurt yourself with it. The massage pillow? No problem. The worst you can do with a massage pillow is bruise yourself. Or I mean, I guess burn yourself, but this one, it automatically turns off every 15 minutes of use. And they're pretty explicit about like, hey, you probably shouldn't use this for more than 45 minutes consecutively. I had a minor argument earlier today trying to get someone to focus on writing their story instead of hyper-fixating on the magic system of their magical girl story. Oh, yeah. People get very, very overly focused on world building, I feel like. Or like, a little world building is good, but unless your story is focused on the elements you present in the world building, it doesn't matter. Like, you do not need that level of world building, you know. The only times I've ever really put focus on world building in like OC stories has been where it's actually been pretty key for the story. That's about it. Another person question is a bad habit building the picture frame so they don't have to worry about the art. Yeah. Some people are like that. The thing is, when you overly focus on world building as well, if it doesn't have anything to do with your actual story, really, it can really burn you out as well. You don't have to plan out every single little thing. There's a little bit of faith you have to have in a reader, I think. Yeah. You can have a little faith in most readers to suspend their disbelief, you know? There's a reason that's the whole thing. As most of my writing does world building lately because I'm writing get to a question and need to figure out what to do about it. It is more important to have a story than a fully consistent world. Yeah. Because you can always backwards justify something in a story. You know? But that is the whole thing. Like, world building is there to answer questions. If you have a story that is heavily reliant on the world building to set up the story, then yes, world build away. But otherwise, it's not super needed. Like, having very, very fleshed out world building makes sense for something that, you know, maybe the story's like fucking Lord of the Rings or something, where the history of the world actually does play a part in the story, so it does matter to have things a bit more fleshed out, maybe not to that extent, but like, it does make sense. It's not so needed for a magical girl story. Like, it's a magical girl story. You really only need 2 spells. 1 spell to do the transformation, 1 spell to explain why this week's corpse isn't there next week. Yeah, pretty much. I think people do just get a bit overzealous sometimes. Especially with magical girl stories, because I feel like the key element of most magical girl stories is that most of the magic is actually bullshit. You can make up fucking whatever. Usually with magical girl stories, when you have multiple magical girls as well, it's typically more like you have like, every girl has just, like, one element that they can do, and then you bullshit the rest. Most magic in those stories are plot devices, exactly. Gotta proof off to work, but it was great getting to visit and seeing progress. Thank you for popping along. I'm glad this stream is functional. Yeah, have a good day at work. Well, plot device and combat flash, yeah. I mean, there's a reason that comes back to the power of friendship in a lot of regular Mahou Shoujo. Not so much the, dark magical girl stuff. Not that I'm against dark magical girl stuff. But, like, traditionally, there's a reason it all just comes back to power of friendship, you know? And you get Precure, where your greatest power is fisticuffs. I've only watched a little bit of, which one is it? What the fuck is it called? I watched a few episodes of Heart Catch, that's what it was. And then I kind of got blocked out of it because, the Internet Archive took him down. At least for a bit. Which was whack. The bit that I watched, and I really only watched, like, maybe 5 episodes, if that. That was funny. But a lot that really was, they were just kind of doing whatever the fuck. I'm pretty sure the main girl wasn't even really using magic. She was just kind of jumping about and hitting them. And panicking. If I remember correctly, Precure has the fight director for Dragon Ball and stuff, which explains a lot about that franchise. That would track. I do think it's really funny, though. I mean, they work pretty well. Like, the little bit I watched, I do remember it being pretty decently choreographed, actually. I really hope you can't hear the massage pillow. I don't want it to sound sus or anything. I'm literally just using a massage pillow. My feet hurt. I'm gonna need to take a bathroom break soon. I was wondering actually if it would be better to switch to a top of the hour system for ads. Especially while doing work streams and stuff. If we switch to taking a break every hour at the top of the hour and just rolling 3 minutes of ads then. Because my friend Cree does that. I'm wondering if that would be better. I don't know. But it is also... I don't know, I'm very bad at keeping track of time. I feel like I'd need a timer on stream to determine that. That I would completely forget. It probably just depends. Timer would probably be useful for keeping track of the corporate mandated ad break. Well, because right now I have it on just the pre-scheduled system. I could just schedule it to do it every hour to do 3 minutes. But I'd have to remember to go to the BRB screen whenever it pops up. And I do sometimes miss the notification. And it does sometimes miss time as well. Which is very helpful. Thank you, Twitch. So I could just set it on the ad manager to do it once an hour, run for 3 minutes. and just be sure to pay attention to it. You know? I could do that. I'm just wondering if that would be better or if it would be worse, you know? Because I know a lot of people don't love 3 minutes straight of ads, but if I'm taking a break anyway, like if we call it a 5-minute break, especially during work streams, maybe not so much during like gaming streams, but during drawing streams it's easy enough. You know. At the end of the day, the only thing I want with the ads is just to keep the pre-rolls off. Because pre-rolls are annoying as shit. I think we can all agree on that. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that next stream, switching it and see how we feel. Maybe. I don't know. Ads in general suck, but we've made a world not dominant to by corporate culture to get rid of them. Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, even if I wanted to not roll ads at all, ads would still roll. It would just be worse, actually. So, we keep ads on. But we can configure them to different schedules. So, I don't know. It's basically a decision between longer sections of ads, less frequently, or more frequently but shorter, you know? So paper titled The Perilous Whiteness of Pumpkins. I have some questions. What does that mean? I'm assuming that's gotta be like some commentary on like, is it like a commentary on pumpkin spice or something with white people or what? I don't know. I'm struggling a little. paper seems to consider the roles pumpkins seem to have in white culture. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. It's a funny title, though. What makes it perilous? What's perilous about it? The deep, dark history of pumpkins. I'm sure there actually probably is something there, but... Says Pumpkin Spice Decorative Gourd Season, Aspirational Life magazines, and Punkin Chunkin. What the fuck is Punkin Chunkin? Now I have more questions! Like, okay, I saw the pumpkin spice part coming. Sure, okay. Whatever. I get it. Throwing pumpkins for sport. Oh, okay. What? Is that a thing? I guess it tracks. Huh? That's a TV show. I know I've seen ads for it. Okay. Right, sure. Honestly, it doesn't make me all that much less confused, but sure. Okay. I'm actually quite curious about this now. What's up on my other monitor? Punkin Chunkin. It's a sport where competitors use elaborate, non-electric, non-explosive devices like catapults, trebuchets, air cannons, and slingshots to hurl pumpkins for maximum distance. Uh-huh. Okay, let's read the wiki page on this. Pumpkin chunking competitions, formal and informal, exist throughout the United States in the autumn, particularly in early November as a means to dispose of surplus pumpkins from Halloween. I love that they had to specify non-explosive, yeah. You know that that's in place because someone tried it. Someone tried to use fireworks or some shit. World Championship Punkin Chunkin, held annually in there's a world championship. Held annually in November in Delaware by the World Championship Punkin Chunkin Association, the WCPCA. Sorry, they're the World Championship Punkin Chunkin Association. Okay. It was the first and largest annual competition. The event ran annually from 1985 to 2013. A myriad of legal and logistical problems caused multiple events to be cancelled after that, and subsequent championships have been more sporadic. A European Championship has been held in Beekschulte, Belgium, each year since 2004. Reminded the comic where the author admitted to buying fireworks from the banned in most states section. Oh god. I've never bought fireworks actually. I probably won't ever because I don't love them. The Guinness World Record shot is held by a pneumatic cannon dubbed Big 10 Inch at 5,545.43 feet, or 1,690.25 meters, on September 9th, 2010, in Moab, Utah. The WCPCA World Record, which includes only shots made at the annual World Championship event, is currently held by the American Junker Air Cannon, captained by Brian Labrie, at 4,694.68 feet, or 1,430.94 meters on November 1st, 2013, in Bridgeville, Delaware. The difference in results between Delaware and Utah may be due to the higher, thinner, drier air found in Utah, providing less resistance to drag, thus greater range. People are real stupid, aren't they? Yeah. Why is this so in-depth? This is shockingly in-depth, this article. Well, I now know what Punkin Chunkin is. I guess. Fascinating. I don't even know what to say, because people obsess over anything that qualifies as a sport, I guess. I guess it's one of the funnier ones, at least. Like, yeah, sure, we can call it a sport, I guess. I need to go to the bathroom, so I'm probably gonna take a break for a few minutes. So I'm gonna put you over to the BRB screen. I'll be back. Have you seen the Marble Sporting League? I think I've heard of it. I've known about the competitiveness of marble racing. So that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, anyway. BRB. Something something the human experience. Hi, Cree. Is this about Marble Sporting League or something else? Hello, hi, welcome to my actually functional stream for once. Look at that. I'm actually so chuffed that the internet is, at least currently, working. Very happy. There's not been a single dropped frame the entire past couple of hours. And I call that a win. Should probably do another test to actually see if it's still stable at what it was. Which I think it is. But I should be good to come back to streaming, I think. Probably. Yeah, it's holding at a good 15 or so. Around there. Which is very good. Love to see it. So. Very happy. Yippee. I'll probably be streaming the next few days. Or at least every other day or something. I don't know. I'll probably be streaming a reasonable amount. Because I do need to get these 2 animation commissions done for functionally Thursday next week. Because they are rush commissions. So. It's technically for Friday, but functionally it's Thursday. And I do have some restocking to do. Which I can do while I stream for some of it. I don't have a hand cam, so I can't really show much of anything. Unfortunately. But I can do it in the background of like a Just Chatting stream, or even a drawing stream, depending on what it is I'm doing. You got a few things you can do. But it's primarily going to be working on these until they're done, I think. Assuming I stick to what I say I want to do and actually stream. Mostly, I think I want to get the keys for this one done today. Ideally. Because I am a bit tired, so I don't know how long I can keep up a stream. My stamina has definitely decreased. Hopefully I might be able to do some evening streams again as well. It's one of the things that one of the issues I was having was the most consistent time for the network to start having issues was in the evening. Which is why I kind of moved to more daytime streams for me. I guess they're morning streams for anyone in the US. But they're in the afternoon for me, which is fine. But I find I tend to feel more tired in the afternoon than I do in the evening. So, it's a little difficult, I find. Let's read these top two actually. Dr. Tufts. Man, just keeping this massage pillow under my desk by my feet is like great, actually. It's so relaxing. And warm. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Especially if you work on your feet a lot. Actually, think about it. Did I change my... I didn't. I should probably change my font tag on socials. I was just thinking because my next event has actually been like formally... Sorry, I had my phone in front of the camera for a moment there. My next event has actually been like formally announced publicly. So I feel like I should probably... That's not how you spell Edinburgh. There we go. I should probably actually switch my names to reflect it. Oh my god. Also, do I need to, if anyone in chat can answer, should I maybe slow down the Nightbot, for next stream? Because I only recently had it actually start working. I wonder if it's too frequent or if it's fine, is it intrusive, etc, etc. Should I slow it down? So I think I've got one of the Nightbot messages set to every 45 minutes and one set to every half hour. I don't know if that's too frequent or not. I'm kind of testing things a little bit. I don't know. You tell me. That's not what I need. I don't need my professional dance. Professional. Whatever. Okay. I think TikTok is the last one that I typically update. There we go. There's the ad break, supposedly. If it's telling the truth this time. Also, is this a good time to stream for people? I don't know. I feel like there's more people in here than usual, which is good. I was kind of expecting it to only be like 2 people. Especially because it was short notice. Well, I suppose I actually did give a little more notice than I usually do as of recent. I don't know. I need to figure out what times are good, both for the stream itself and for you guys and for me to be able to manage. I could also try simul streaming. I'd have to figure out the chat situation on that though. Since TouchOS does mandates that you cannot mix the chats for some reason. It would be interesting to try, I think. I don't know. Mind you, I am also quite comfortable just streaming on Twitch. I think the next few streams, if I can do them somewhat consistently, I'll probably be trying to just figure out and get my stride back with it, you know? So I think the way I have to do things is, because there's some, like this month has been, some con seasons where I'm just entirely busy all week. Working away at shit. I might not have time to stream for those, depending on how much I'm feeling, especially when it's back to back. I tend to not have the energy to maintain a stream, I fear. So I'll have to see what I end up doing for those, I think. That's gonna be something to figure out. It must be lurking. That's fine, no worries. I think it looks great so far. Thank you. This is the 3rd keyframe for Husky. There's a whole other animation that I haven't even touched today, but I don't know if I'm going to touch that today. I think it's a bit easier to focus on one at a time, you know? At least on each day I work on them. I just want to get the keyframes done today, though. I'm kind of hungry. I just realized I'm pretty hungry. Oh. Actually, I just realized it's also 6 p.m. Take a 6, okay. And a stretch. I'm kind of wearing something that makes it a little difficult to stretch, actually. Ugh. Stretch my wrists. Kind of covers the camera. He's doing to the side. Ugh. What is the time? It just turned 6 p.m., so it actually is about dinner time. I'll probably be hopping off not too long from now anyway. So I did start streaming a little late. Later than I intended to, certainly. I'll try, assuming I do end up streaming tomorrow, which I probably will. Because I would like to stream a lot of this commission. Or commissions. I'll try and start it a little earlier. I kind of woke up late today. Well, I woke up early and then I went back to sleep after the engineer left. And then I woke up late. And I had to have a shower. And then I had to restart my entire PC to get OBS to cooperate. So it got a little more delayed than I would have liked it to be. You're chirpy. I fixed his net yesterday and he's he likes to do this thing, Cello. He likes to do this thing where he has what's it called? I forget what it's actually called, the material. He has like this net. It's made of like natural material that's safe for them to chew. And what he likes to do on it is he likes to swing. He likes to like pace back and forth so that it swings. And the other day, or what's been happening recently with it, is that he wore out one of the ropes holding it up, so it snapped. And it snapped like 3 times, and by the 3rd time I was like, okay, we need to just replace this twine. So I had to order in some twine for him. And he got like super mad at me. Started throwing tantrums because he broke the net. So I just managed to get that fixed yesterday. After a couple of days. I was supposed to get the twine on Saturday, but because I was at the con, I guess they didn't manage to get in. So I didn't actually get the twine until Sunday. And then it was only yesterday that I actually repaired it for him. And he's immediately gone back to swinging on it. So I suppose he's happy to have it back. He does really like that thing. He's playing. Yeah. He's not a very playful bird overall. He doesn't love coming out of the cage. It's just stressful for both of us, so I don't force him out super often. And he's more of a chatter than he is a player. He does play with his toys sometimes, because he does have a few in there. I used to put more in, but he doesn't play with them. A lot of them. He paces on the swing. He does that when he's happy, so I don't think it's like a boredom thing necessarily. And it probably is a little bit of a boredom thing, but he likes when there's noise around him more than he does his actual toys. So I'll watch him sometimes when he's like just woken up. He has a toy next to the perch he sleeps on that he'll sometimes, very rarely, so maybe once every couple of months, I'll catch him playing with it for a little bit. He'll sometimes play with, he has like a paper strip toy in there, he'll sometimes play with. Not very commonly. And he'll pace on the net a lot. I think that's his way of playing with it. The net has like toys underneath it. I've never seen him touch them. Even when I've put perches right next to him, never seen him go for them. So he's not very interested in those. He's just not a big player. I have noticed, he's getting a bit older now. Because he's over 5 years old now. And that's considered to be quite old for a budgie. More so because we don't... Because budgies are so fragile, they kind of don't actually know how long their natural lifespan is. Because they have a tendency to just kind of either have neglect issues, or more often they'll just kind of keel over. Because birds hide their illness until it's basically untreatable, unfortunately. Especially parrots, and especially budgies. And because they're so small, and they're a little bit prone to cancer as well, apparently. Yeah, they have a tendency to just kinda... They'll maybe make it to 7, and then die. But then, you also have budgies that make it like a good 15-20 years, so people are kind of just like, eh. It just kind of loops it, so... Now we just have to do the hands. Woohoo! I'm gonna break this down a little bit. Probably tomorrow? Or maybe the day after. I don't know. We'll see. I should probably fix the thickness of the little fur color change lines here. Just because they're a bit thicker on all the other frames. It's a little odd looking. Oh, I also didn't erase. Oops. I don't know why I didn't do that, actually. Didn't even realize. Just EP. Key the hands, or, well, clean up the keys for the hands. And then I'll probably hop off and make dinner. Hi, Rain! Hello! Welcome, welcome. Welcome to a functioning stream that isn't 20 minutes behind. That's not a joke, by the way. I don't know if you were there, but this Goober's adorable. It's Husky's commission. He was in here earlier, but he's hopped off to work now. But I have a few commissions from him. These ones are rush ones. So you're doing that stream, the Fun Fantasy one? No, I had one a few days ago. I mean, that one too. But, no, I had a stream a few days ago where it was just a drawing stream and the network entirely tanked. We had a network engineer in this morning, who seems to have fixed it. So, it's been running well. I haven't dropped any frames. And it's being testing consistently at 15 Mbps upload speed, which is pretty good compared to the 0.1 Mbps that it was on, was it Friday that I streamed? I don't even know. I think it was Friday. Thursday or Friday. So yeah. Hopefully it'll stay working. So there were a couple of things he did. One of them was something that no other engineer has tried before, which was to just unplug our phone line that we don't use because we don't have a landline. So we don't need one. And that could mean interfering. He did also fix, like, some wiring from, the last time an engineer came in, because last time we had an engineer in, he, like, replaced the socket that had the port, that had the internet port, and it seems like something was wired incorrectly? I don't know, I was, like, half awake. So I wasn't fully paying attention to maybe the degree I should have been. He said something about some of the connection going backwards near the port. So there's a couple of things he fixed. Either way, currently seems to be stable and working properly. So, hopefully, maybe the phone line was the problem the whole time. Who knows? Not us. I guess we'll find out within the next couple months if it maintains itself. Huh. We'll see. But it's been going well for the past 2.5 hours with 0 dips. Technically there have actually been a couple of frames skipped, but it was due to encoding and rendering lag, not network related. And it was very, very minor. I don't know when those happened, but it's literally like a whole 24 frames were skipped from encoding lag, and 0.2% of frames were missed due to rendering lag. So, that's pretty good. That's not an issue. That's probably just OBS eating resources, as it is known to do. Yeah, that's like 0%. Complete non-issue. Literally 0.2% on the rendering lag and 0% on the encoding lag. Like, an incredibly minute amount of frames. I don't mind that. That's fine. The issue was when it was 60%. Due to network issues. But it's fine now, so we're fine. I'm happy. And I'm hoping it means I can stream a bit more frequently now. Because there were like other issues in the way up until recently that were preventing me from streaming. Because I had a family emergency during July. That's why when I said I was going to stream through July, I suddenly stopped after one stream. That was because my Nono fell down the stairs and died. I laugh. It wasn't funny. It was not at all funny, actually. It was pretty bad. And then I went to Canada for a couple of weeks for his memorial and to visit family. That's what happened there. I don't want to talk about it at the time. But yeah, so Julys are cursed for me, clearly, because my other grandfather died last July. So I'm not counting on anything for next July, let me say that. I am fully convinced that Julys are actually just cursed for my family at this point. I'm pretty sure I talked about last year's July on stream. The one where, like, my entire life kind of flipped upside down in a single week. Because of, like, 3 separate life-changing events happening in the same week. Yeah, that was also a fun and interesting time. But things should be more normal for now. If more shit happens next July, I am probably just going to fully accept that Julys are actually just cursed. We'll see. I mean, I already think they might be a bit cursed, but I might get like really superstitious if some sort of shit happens again next July. I think I'll probably be at the point where I get a little superstitious. I'm just trying to get these keys finished and then I can start making dinner. The hunger is growing. Luckily these ones are quite easy because I just have to draw hands, which I like drawing. And then copy and paste them. I'm just gonna copy paste this. So it probably is better anyway. Oops. And yeah, that's... actually, no. Hold on. So there's the fourth one as well. I feel like I always get to a part towards the end of stream where I can kind of run out of conversation topics. I'm just like, I just want to concentrate. It's just focus time now. It always happens. I don't mean it to happen. I suppose it's not too bad though with drawing streams, you know? Just because I might in the future do a few mic off drawing streams as well. Maybe just if I don't feel like talking but I still want to stream something. Just because I know that's semi-common as well. It's not uncommon for people to do. We'll see. I don't know. I like having my mic on though, but sometimes I do end up shying away from a stream just because I don't really feel like talking. Mycon is nice, but she's just finding things to talk about. Yeah. Yeah. So I can only talk so much about certain things, especially the more frequently I do stream. I think it's nice. I think it's fine to also just talk a little bit when I can think of things to talk about. But it's also fine with drawing streams to just kind of leave it quiet, you know? That's the nice thing with drawing streams. Because I feel like most people who tune into drawing streams in the first place, they're not expecting high energy, you know? It's not an expectation like with gaming streams where people do tend to expect high energy for gaming streams, which is fine. Because there's usually more going on, but drawing streams you can just kind of work. You can chat every once in a while, but there's not as much of an expectation, which is kind of why I've leaned towards them more recently, since I haven't had as much energy in the past couple of years. Now we're just at the Lincoln Park, so... This one. I should probably copy that as well. Just as a lead out. No. Up here. Like off-darn trees are sometimes nice for parallel work. Yeah. I think I do like being able to have a bit of a mix of both. Or it's a bit quieter, but the mic is still on, so I can still talk directly. But it will just be a bit quieter at times. I'm gonna... You know what's easier? You know what's easier? Just enclose and fill. I don't know why I'm going and trying to individually properly fill tool these. This is a new final color. I'm literally just doing this so I can see what I'm doing. Or see how the animation is looking. Without it interfering. I accidentally need an extra thing there. Oops. Okay. I might space it out a little bit more. Just a bit. Okay, there we go. So, I still need to break it down. I might either do that tomorrow, or I might do the other animation tomorrow, because there is a second one, which I haven't touched today. But this is how it's looking for now. It shouldn't need that much, because it's gonna be on a low frame rate. It's quite a simple animation. But yeah. I'm gonna hop off and make myself some dinner. Thank you for coming. My brain like stalled for a moment there. Thank you for coming, if you came for a little bit or a lot of it. Thank you, I appreciate it. I will possibly be streaming tomorrow. I want to stream tomorrow. I would quite like to stream tomorrow. We'll see how that actually plays out. But hopefully I'll be in a state for it. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye!